Hi everybody, it's Belinda from Belinda's Book Nook. We are in my car. I am doing my video here because tomorrow I would normally do my Friday reads, but my son's graduating, and so I have all of that preparation. I got to get the hair curled, and I went and got it colored yesterday, and I guess, you know, we usually get a light streak here, but she is opting to make it lighter. So I have blonde, kind of blondish. What do you think? Is it too light? I mean, I don't know. I think I'll either grow to like it or I'll have her put a toner on it the next time I go. But so I have that tomorrow. So I thought I would do my Friday reads / everything else with you in the car today. And it's already June, and I brought my little trusty journal, which has been neglected. But for May was interesting. Again, it kind of spilled from April. Puppy has been keeping me busy, and so I haven't been doing what I think I should be doing, which is reading, but I've been enjoying the process. I'm really getting myself used to not feeling as guilty about not reading. It's really weird how it's just been so strict, like you're going to read at least a certain amount of books and have a TBR and, reading this, a certain amount of time each day. And so lately it's not been that. So hence my finale for May is not what I would wanted it to be. So I have, a couple of books that I was reading. I read a graphic novel called Alice. Do I have the thing? I don't know if I have I might have a picture of it on my Kindle. Let's just see if I can find it. I found a really cool graphic novel. Yeah, here it is. I don't know if you can see it. There you go. There's the book. And it is called Alice from Dream to Dream by Julia McKeowney. Really good, very interesting, and the graphics were stunning. I mean, when you read a graphic novel, I don't know about everybody else, but I have to be interested kind of what the story is about, but it's the visual for me. And there's certain artists that I will follow, and so when I see great art, that's kind of, something that is attractive to me. So I picked that up and read that, and that was really good. And then I had The Intersectional Environmentalist by Lisa Thomas, which is on here as well. I bought the digital because I decided that I wanted to be able to kind of keep it, let me see if I can I don't think I can get the cover for it. But that one has been phenomenal. It's going to be one of my favorites this year, I know, just because it's just shifting my perspective of how to think about environmental issues and how it affects people, and how it's presented and packaged, and presented to the public. So I'm loving that. I have probably about 20 or 30 pages left of that, so I should wrap that up this week. And then the other book that I had already owned, and it's on my cart, so I definitely want to get it read, is A Big Picture: My Fight to Bring a New African Voice to the Climate Crisis by Vanessa Nakate. And I think I brought that one. I did end up bringing the books so you guys can have a visual, which meant I had to lug them out of my house. So that's this one. I had started this. I haven't finished it, but I'm just going to spill this over into this month because I definitely want to get this one completed. This one is also mentioned in the intersectional environmentalist, so I'm really excited about getting through this. And this one, it's not very long, and I know I can get through it pretty fast, so I don't feel bad about trying to put it into this month, although I have some big ones for this month that I want to do. I was going to read No One Is Too Small to Make a Difference by Greta Thunberg, and didn't. It's teeny. It'll get squeezed in at some point this year. So I will get to that. And then I read some comics for this past month, and I didn't write them down in my journal yet, but I will put them in there, and I'll mention them at some point or other. Or maybe when I'm going to do a 6-month journal review, because I keep saying I'm going to show the journal, and I never do. So I'm thinking, if I can get that done, then I can show you that. So at the half-year point, which we are at soon. So for June, June. June is Read Caribbean and Caribathon. I think Caribathon starts around the 6th or the 8th. It always starts somewhere in the, like a week or so into the month, and it goes very short. And so I treat the entire month as Read Caribbean, and then I also read Caribbean all throughout the year anyway, when the mood strikes me. But I love the excitement of what happens, especially on Instagram this time of year, with regards to it. If you ever go and look, just do hashtag Read Caribbean or Caribathon, hashtag Caribathon, and you'll see awesome recommendations. So what I did in my TBR is I put a list of books I'm interested in potentially reading, and then I have a space here for additional recs, because that's what I usually do. I usually go on and I see all these other people that are on there that are telling me about books that I've never heard of, and I will read them, or put them on my list anyway. So this is the plan for this month. So I have a big one that I had showed you I had bought. I believe that I got this, I pre-ordered this one. Yes. I think I pre-ordered it when it came out. I think it came out last year. And that's Island Queen by Vanessa Riley with the absolute gorgeous cover. And you know how crazy I am? Okay, because I knew I was taking this out, and I knew I was going to be taking it out with this beautiful cover. So I have this, which I got this like satiny bag. I can't remember what I got in it. But whenever I want to carry a book and I do have a cover and I keep it on it in this situation, I put this inside of it so that it can just be protected in the journey in my book bag, because if it floats around, you get little dings and tears, and that's not really good. So there's this one, and this one was kind of a historical fiction that I'm planning on reading for Read Caribbean month. And I believe she was born into slavery, and this particular woman, I think her name, let me get her name so I can at least have the name. Dorothy Kirwan Thomas. She was a free woman of color, who rose from slavery to become one of the wealthiest and most powerful landowners in the colonial West Indies. And I really want to read this one. It's a chunker, though. So, and my life is crazy, and it is June, and it is my birthday month. So I don't know, but I'm going to make the attempt. So this is going to be one of the 2 books that I'm going to read for Caribathon. I usually have a bigger list, but I'm trying to be more realistic. And the chances are that I'll probably only read one of the 2. The other one I had on my cart, but I saw Karen talking about this on her Instagram, and I was like, I've got to read this, because she was saying how great it is, and I own it, and so I'm going to put this in for this month. So I just started the introduction. So I read I passed the introduction now. I think I'm a little further into the first chapter. So this is the other one. This one is one that is talking about the earthquake in Haiti, right? Am I getting it right? Yeah, I believe so. Yeah, it was the earthquake in Haiti and the aftermath of it. Now that they've recently had another one, the book is even more relevant, but it's relevant to other people as well that get displaced by natural disasters and the response from it. And I think it's going to be a very emotional journey, but I think it's important to read, because there's still people from this particular storm that she's referring to, which happened over a decade ago. There are people still displaced and feeling the horror from that event. So there's that one. Not very light reading on that part, but a very important one. Then I forgot to tell you, because I was kind of just out of the loop, but I love going to bookstores, and independent bookstores, and this was a female independent bookstore that's not a couple of towns across from me. I never gone to it, and I went in there and I wanted to buy something. She had some stuff that I wanted, that I thought, and I said, well, I will pick up something. I'll pick a paperback for my first purchase, and I'll come back and I'll buy something. I never leave usually from an independent bookstore without anything. And so I picked up this because I thought this would be a perfect summer read. And I didn't even know she's coming out with a book, but it's Jasmine Gilroy's By the Book. It is like really not showing well in the light. It's another romance, and I'm all here for it. So this might happen. This might even happen. I like reading the romance in the summertime, and I love her books. So she is on the list, and I think, what's the other one I wanted to do? Oh, I'll keep that one a secret. I have one more, actually. I'm not going to tell you that one. I'm going to keep that one a secret. And if it happens, I'll let you know. But it's actually really, it was one of those things that I actually found it by just, I usually go on Libby or onto Hoopla and just kind of play around and just see what I can find, what's released, and look at the different categories and genres. And I always find something wonderful. And in there, I found that. And I was pretty happy about it. So I'll tell you about it if I do read it. That'll be my secret book. I'll have to put a note that it's secret. This is now one more book that is not on my list for this month, but I've had it and it's also on my cart. So it'd be great to read it because it could, I think I'm going to be doing really well with this cart because I think, slowly I'm chipping away at things. But this one I had on there, and this one is definitely good for Caribbean or Read Caribbean, and it's called Land of Love and Drowning. Can you see the cover? Really pretty. I remember showing you it when I bought it, and it's by Tiffany Yannick. And this one is on the Virgin Islands. I'll read just a little bit for you. In the early 1900s, the Virgin Islands are transferred from Danish to American rule, and an important ship sinks into the Caribbean Sea. Orphaned by the shipwreck and the death of its doomed captain are two sisters and their half-brother, now faced with an uncertain identity and future. Each is unusually beautiful and now is in possession of a particular magic that will either destroy or save them. So it sounds kind of interesting, right? We'll see. I remember getting it and I was excited because I remember when it was in hardcover. I didn't want to get it. I'm trying to get more paperback because I told you it fits better on my bookshelves and it's not so heavy to carry around. So this is one that if you want on recommendation, I may do a video maybe halfway through this month or maybe even towards the end because I feel like I want people to continue to read these kinds of books throughout the year. Of the books that I own that I haven't read, but that could be options for you to read if you want to read them in the future or, next month or this month or what have you. So I might do a video that will show them because I have collected quite a few, especially from last year that it was referred to by, including this one, other booktubers and Instagrammers. So that's it. Oh my God, this is really bright. And this light, it looks really bright to me as well too, but I think I'll get used to it. It's one of those things, whenever I get my hair colored, I'm always like, But it's also kind of fun to have a little bit lighter hair for the summer. So we'll see how it plays out. I mean, tomorrow I'm going to curl it and it'll look really nice for the graduation and stuff. Oh, and then one other funny story before I head off with my pickup snack of the day, which are these gourmet jelly beans from Trader Joe's. That I just like to tell you guys funny stories about my life. Our washing machine, we have front-loading washing machine, and we've had it for a while, and it started making noises probably a couple weeks back, and I was like, okay, I'm just going to ignore that, keep washing. But in the back of your mind, like, it's going, it's just a matter of time. And what ended up happening was that it stopped spinning properly. It wouldn't drain. So, we've had it for a while. We've had it serviced. We knew it was time to get a new one. We went to go order one. They were supposed to deliver it on Saturday, this past Saturday. They're stacked. We got them unstacked, all ready, unhooked, everything. This is after a week of no laundry being washed. And I'm like so anxious. Somebody that really doesn't like to wash laundry. I was so excited it was coming. You would have thought it was Christmas. They come. It's the wrong washing machine. Yeah, no, it's the wrong one. It's not even a front-loading one. It's a top-loading one. I'm like, what are we going to do with that? It's a different brand, not even the right one. Didn't sign for it, told them it's the wrong thing. Had to go to the store. Apparently, they did order the wrong one, but because it is only the serial number, it didn't show the actual brand. We didn't know. So, we had to reorder it. And it's coming this Saturday. So, long and the short, I had to go to the laundromat to wash my clothes. Let's just say, because I don't want to age myself, it's been a really long time since I went to a laundromat. So last weekend we ended up going to the laundromat. I shouldn't say that. When we're on vacation, if we don't rent a house where we go, we will, and we're staying an extended time, we'll go to the local laundromat. But let's just be for real. Like, the laundromat when you're on vacation versus the laundromat at home in your hometown are not the same. And the reason why is you're on vacation. So when you're on vacation, you're like, oh, it's great. It's sunny here. The beaches are great. I'm throwing my quarters in here to wash my clothes, and we're all happy. When you're at home and you're in a laundromat, you're like, it's like, I remember that from college. Like, you got to like spy the dryer. Well, your clothes finished fast enough so that you can get that dryer before she finishes hers and puts it in the dryer. And then you got to wait for her stuff to dry before you can put yours in. Yeah, that mad scramble. So we did that last weekend. I was like, oh my God, I'm going to be so happy and hug this machine when it comes. I won't complain about, okay, I probably will complain about doing laundry, but I won't complain for the first few days because I will remember being in the laundromat, waiting, and then trying to, find my way to a dryer. So that's my little drama of home life. But it should be coming Saturday. I'm hoping, and I'm really excited, and I can't wait to get some more laundry done because I really don't want to go back to the laundromat again. So that was my drama. So this weekend, I'm really excited. We have the graduation for my son, my oldest, tomorrow, and then we'll do some celebrating over the weekend, and I just can't believe I'm old enough to have a graduate. Oh my God, from high school. But yeah, that's the real life reality. And so I'm excited for him. And then the next steps, just preparing. He's got his orientation coming up this month, and then I'll be a blubbering fool probably crying on here until I get used to him not being home, which everybody tells me is faster than you think. So I will get back to you guys with my reading thoughts next week and where I am. Hopefully I will have cracked the spine on this one because I do want to read this, and it's big, and in order to get it done this month, I need to probably front load it this month. My birthday comes mid-month on the 16th. And then I have my wedding anniversary at the end of the month. So it's like a busy month. And I also have my sister-in-law's birthdays are this month. And a friend of mine's birthday is this month. June is crazy. So I need to get like this happening, like popping. Like this weekend, find some time. And early next week, I need to crank. So I will let you know how that goes next week. But I'm getting ready to crack these babies open and do a little reading while I wait for my kid. I hope you guys have a great weekend. And I want to know what you're reading, and I apologize for the bad lighting and the bad... It's not a bad hair color. My son hates it. My younger one was like, it's too light. It's too light, Mom. And I'm like, you just want me to look the same every day. And it's summer, and I just thought it would be fun to go a little lighter, and it's going to grow out. My hair grows fast, so it'll be gone before you know it. So, yeah, there we go. Anyway, have a wonderful weekend. Let me know what you're reading, and I'll talk to you guys soon. All right, bye.